Hi there movie fans, and welcome to another edition of Movies and More. So what's up for review this time, I hear you say? Well, over the years I've been watching a TV show called Peaky Blinders. It was probably at its best in the early series 1 and 2 and maybe 3. But I always felt that it lost its way a little bit as we started to follow Tommy Shelby rather than the Peaky Blinders in the later series. He became a little bit too political and probably too rich. The money got in the way and he was buying big houses and racehorses and hanging around with the aristocracy, for fuck's sake. And it all started to get a bit moody. The early stuff was Tommy and the gang of Peaky Blinders as a band of rogues who didn't care what they did as long as it produced some cash along the way. By far the best character, well to me anyway, was Arthur, his brother. Mad as a box of frogs, Arthur, but also hard as nails and pretty ruthless. And of course, many of Tommy's family were involved in one way or another in the series. Now, it always had a little bit of politics in it, but it was always more of a side story, depicting the times rather than the main plot. And it was created by Stephen Knight. It all started in 2013, went on until 2022, with 6 series in all. And when it finished in 2022, it tied up all the ends. It wasn't really the best finale in the world, but it finished the story. And now, all of a sudden, in 2026, we have a movie, Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man. A Netflix reinvention to bring it back. Now, I'm never really too sure about these sort of reboots when the original story has already been completed. Will it be a great addition to the legacy of the Peaky Blinders, or will it be a cash cow to squeeze a bit more money from a franchise which has already completed? Now, it had many stars in the original series, and along the way we saw the likes of Sam Neill, Anya Taylor-Joy, Aidan Gillen, Sam Claflin, Adrian Brody, Paddy Considine, and Tom Hardy. And here in the movie version, we have some A-listers again making an appearance, like Tim Roth, Stephen Graham, Barry Keoghan and Rebecca Ferguson. And of course we have Cillian Murphy as Tommy Shelby. The story is about the Nazis trying to flood the UK with counterfeit money to destabilise Britain's wartime economy. So at this time, Tommy has got all moody and acting as a recluse in his mansion, writing his memoirs. His son Duke, who is played by Barry Keoghan, he feels abandoned by Tommy, and Duke is in charge of the Peaky Blinders, wreaking havoc everywhere. So we have Duke striking a deal with a Nazi agent played by Tim Roth to distribute loads of dodgy cash into the British economy system. So what's it like? Well, I think if you don't know the series, it will be okay as a standalone movie. And the reason I say this is because it's not really the Peaky Blinders to me. And when I say that, I mean it's like the TV series didn't exist. Yes, there's references to it, but seriously, this is not the Peaky Blinders. It's not the Peaky I loved. It's like a vanity project made to make a few extra quid. Tom Harper directed this, and to be fair to him, he's directed a couple of movies I rather like The Aeronauts and Wild Rose. But if I didn't know it was him, I would have guessed it was a film student directing. It's just tried to tick all the boxes. With loads of dark and moody shots, tick. Close-up shots, mumbling, tick. Loud, vibrant music, tick. Slow motion strutting, tick. It's all there. Now, as I said, it has A-list actors. Well, Cillian Murphy is always good. Barry Keoghan isn't bad. But as for Rebecca Ferguson, why bother? Her character has such a poor script. You could have put anyone in. What a waste of a fine actress. Tim Roth kind of hams it up. And Stephen Graham, what a talent he is, but he hardly gets a look in. Big names, average script. I think if you're a big fan of the TV series, you will go either way. You will either love seeing Tommy Shelby again, or if you're like me, think, hang on, is this really the Peaky Blinders or just an average film that's got Tommy Shelby in it? But as I said, if you're new to this, you can follow it without the TV series because it's got sod all to do with it. I honestly don't know why they bothered. To me, this ruins the legacy. I had a very similar experience of this the other year when they made a Luther movie called Luther the Fallen Son, which again, to me, wasn't anything like Luther at all, but just a moneymaker with Luther in it. Now, I have to say, because of the great TV show, I found this poor. It's not all bad, but it's just not what it's supposed to be. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing, and I can only give it a 4 out of 10. And that's because if I didn't know the TV series and watched it as a standalone, I would probably go to a 5. But because I do know how good the TV series was, this is a 4. Moody and mumbling close-ups with deep voices to make it dramatic. Not for me. I was so disappointed and I was really looking forward to this movie. In fact, I'm not really sure it is a movie or just a few episodes strung together to make it a longer one. I'm still a huge Peaky Blinders fan, but not of this movie. Go see the TV series from the beginning instead of this, and you will get so much more pleasure. Why is it that TV series that are made into a movie later very rarely work? Actually, off the top of my head, I can't think of any, although there must be some. I mean, the Breaking Bad El Camino wasn't as good as the TV show either. So to sum up, see it, give it a go. You may like it. It's not all bad, but it's not one I would recommend too highly. I think it will split fans of the TV show. But I have to put it into context against what's come before it. And because of that, I really didn't like it that much. I thought it was poor with a capital P. I watched it with 2 friends and none of us rated it that much. So please give a like if you can, and a subscription would be nice. Thanks for watching this review, and I hope you liked it, and maybe it's inspired you to go and watch the Peaky Blinders TV series. We will have more reviews coming soon, and if you get some spare time, take a look at our previous reviews. See you next time.